Jojo, thanks for joining me in this very swish hotel. But then again, you must be used to it by now.
I mean, it never gets old though. This is so awesome, and I love being in Europe, so this is great.
What can we expect from the new album as far as how much have you progressed as a singer and as a musician and as a writer since you last started?
I think as a singer I progressed a lot. I was very scared recording my first album. I was 12 years old and I was really intimidated by the whole process. And all these really cool people, all these big producers, I was like, it felt like unreal to me.
Yeah.
And this time, the excitement level didn't go down. I was really excited to record, but I was just more confident in my skills as an artist and as a writer and as a singer.
So the new single, Too Little Too Late, will you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure. It was one of the first songs that I recorded for this new album. And Billy Steinberg, who's worked with Madonna and Whitney Houston and all sorts of really, really incredible people over the years, wrote this song. And as soon as I heard it, I knew I wanted to record it. I felt like it was a song a lot of people would relate to. To me, it's kind of about ending your first love and getting over that and realizing when it's time to move on and when it's too little too late, hence the title.
I was young and in love, I gave you everything but it wasn't enough, and now you wanna communicate.
Did you have much control with the video that accompanies it at all?
Yes, I did. The video, Chris Robinson, who directed it, was my first choice for the director.
Yeah.
I pay a lot of attention to the videos that are on TV, and I wanted to, I made a list of all my top video directors, and then I asked the label, I was like, can we work with Chris? They're like, yeah, we actually know Chris, so they made that happen.
Wow.
I talked to him. I wanted to incorporate sports into it. My first idea was American football. But I am a soccer fan, definitely.
Okay.
And so we ended up doing that and have a little acting sequence in the beginning. I got to cast the lead guy in the video myself. I'm pretty hands-on when it comes to details of fashion and boys in the video. I always cast my lead guy.
So being a 12-year-old girl and getting into the industry, what do you think that people saw in you that made you a superstar at that age?
I mean, I don't know. I think it was because I was so driven. And people, even though I was so young, people still put me down and people were like, you're not going to achieve your dream. You know, your dreams are silly and you probably won't make it out of Massachusetts. So that really made me angry. So I was like, forget you guys. I'm going to show you that I really will make something of myself. And even from a very, very young age, I always had that mindset. And I think also the fact that I sing live and that I, from being very young, even not even a teenager yet, I had a very strong voice. And that was always something that, you know, I always listen to very soulful artists, and I think that you can kind of hear that in my music.
And how do you juggle the life of a kind of international superstar with having to do your... I mean, in England we'd be doing the GCSEs right about your age, which is something similar to what you'll be doing, I suppose.
Well, actually, after I'm done with these interviews for the day, I'm going to do some school with my tutor. I did some this morning with her from 7:30 to 9:30, and then I did interviews, and then I had a little break, then more interviews, and then I'll do more tonight. So my tutor travels with me. We do all our subjects together, and I've been working with her for like 3 years.
So where do you see yourself in the future? Because it's amazing how you started out so young and you're not insane. You seem to be quite sane.
I hope I'm not insane.
You're keeping it all together, which surprises me because people who start out so young seem to really go off the rails. What are you going to do to stop that happening?
Well, someone that I like to use as an example is Beyonce. You can take it either way. I mean, she's been a professional recording artist, and she was like 14 or 15 with Destiny's Child. And I think people forget that. She's been around for a really long time, and you never see her in an off moment. She's always on. She's such a lady. She has such poise. She's so talented. And, you know, I use, like I said, someone like her as an example of the kind of artist that I would like to be. I look at her as my role model. I think you can either go off the handle and party and set not so good of an example, or you can make something really positive out of it, and I hope to make something positive out of it.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much, Jojo.
Thank you.